Hello, friend.
Right.
And take one.
Everything you need to know about coming to Temple. Let's go. All right, red dots on. It's good framing.
Gotta set up
It's
the
hot as
audio.
balls though.
Yeah, it's. Alright. Hi, I'm Mila Page, and this is.
Kennedy Brown.
And today we're going to be telling you the things that we wish we knew before coming to Temple University. Now, some of you might be incoming freshmen, might be high school seniors, you want to know a little bit more information, so we're here to tell you what's really going down in campus.
So if you're making your admission decisions, we're here to help you. Let's get to the best coffee shops on campus. We got you. You want three?
1, 2, or 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. Okay, rock, paper, scissors. Like, I don't know. The best coffee shop on campus is Richie's Cafe.
Like, there's two Richies. There's the stand Richies on the wall. There's this place when you come to Temple called The Wall. It has a bunch of food spots. But behind the wall is where they put Richie's Cafe. And they have seasonal options. They'll make all these different types of drinks depending on if it's spring or Valentine's Day or Halloween.
So this little, like, it seems like a little cafe. Like, there's not that many locations, but they have a huge partnership. Like, the one with a virtual singer called Hatsune Miku. I'm not really into the anime world.
Yeah.
Hatsune Miku, best coffee place on campus.
Yes, highly recommend.
I'd say our second maybe is Saxby's. That's a huge one here.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Saxy's would be like my second. They also have like avocado toast, matchas. Yeah.
So yeah, I would say the best one. Something I wish I knew was that the best coffee place on campus is Richie's Cafe. They do it right and they're quick, even if the line's out the door.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I wish I knew? You're gonna get a lot of city ambiance. Get used to the screams.
Yeah. Get used to the sirens.
Get used to the cars late at night.
The smell of weed.
The smell. Welcome to
welcome
to Philly.
Philly.
We get a lot of kids on campus. That's one thing I was not expecting.
That's really true.
I expected to stay away from kids, but we get a bunch of middle schoolers on campus because we have a lot of like food spots and we're close to the Broad Street line. Philly ambiance right there. But I've had good times on the street. Like, sometimes the cars will pass by. Me and my friends will like dance with the music of the cars late at night.
Sometimes they'll do donuts, right? Or what's that called?
They just, and there's a lot of, if you're not from Philly, they have like the motorcycle, like big dick motorcycle riders that'll like rev their engines up.
It's actually kind of annoying. Food is meal plans. I had a meal plan my freshman year, and I don't really think it was worth it. Like, I found myself more using Diamond Dollars for places that took Diamond Dollars but not meal swipes. But I heard they're getting rid of Diamond Dollars too, so I would just like make a budget and put money aside for food places. Because anywhere that you're going to be going is going to cost money. Like, there are some cheap spots. I would also suggest trying a bunch of different places, because I feel like some of my favorite spots I didn't find until my last couple years at college, where if I had tried more places my first couple years, I feel like I would have found them sooner. But there are food trucks, the Wall, the food courts, dining halls, and yeah, I would just try a bunch of things.
I know a lot has changed since my freshman year. I'm currently a senior, but I think you have to get a meal plan your freshman year. So J&H is the best dining hall. I think it's the only one that Morgan closed, but you can still go under Morgan. But J&H has the best food. What was your favorite place that you discovered it?
My favorite place, I really like the Thai place next to Richie's on the
Wall.
wall.
Y'all, the Wall. We're
Yeah,
getting
it's the
more
Wall.
Temple Philly lingo, but there's like about 3 or 4 like Asian cuisine places. So
yeah, like right. Yeah,
but
like
it's the
right
one
on
right
wall.
next to Richie's.
Yeah, it's like Thai's Vietnamese.
Thai's Vietnamese.
So good.
Okay, it's a good place. I think my favorite place to get food from. This is terrible, y'all. Chipotle. Sorry.
No, yes, we love our Chipotle after club meetings. Chipotle hits.
Chipotle here, and I feel like they really be scooping here. It depends on who you get, I guess.
Yeah.
Beury Beach, y'all. I'm not from here.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is something you should know before coming to Temple.
I thought I was the type of people like, let's go to Beury Beach. I thought there was a beach on campus, like hidden behind a tree. Like, no, okay. Beury Beach is the green, beautiful area.
Yeah, like grassy area.
Yes, by the bell tower. And when it gets hot like this, you'll see it's beautiful. All those people will come out, lay their little towels out. They'll be tanning like they're at a real beach. It's music playing.
Bikinis in the middle of North Philly. People just be like really acting like it's a beach.
And we love it. That's my, isn't it? And then the ice cream trucks come out of nowhere.
Yes. There's a lot of food trucks. That's one thing about Temple. Like, there's food trucks everywhere. But yeah, Beury Beach people would do picnics, do work outside, skip class to be outside.
When it's a nice day, people just say F it. Like, we're going, they just sit out at the wall, sit out Beury Beach. The SAC, yes, the SAC. That is our Howard Giddens Student Center. People refer to it as the SAC. We got our Starbucks in there. Ooh, canceled. We got our Starbucks in there.
The Starbucks, that's one thing about the Starbucks. The ladies are always mean. The workers are always mean in that Starbucks.
So we love our Philly workers. Go in there with patience and grace. Go in there with patience and grace. The nicest SAC workers.
They don't have anything. They're out of vanilla. They're out. They're probably out of iced coffee.
They're out of ice. They're out of
venti cups.
They only got hot coffee, no cups though. Bring your own cup.
It's really wild.
They're always out of stuff at that Starbucks. It's actually crazy. You're right. I haven't been there in so long.
Me neither. I just go to Richie's.
Anyway, and then the only edible food place in there is probably Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A. Even the salad works in there isn't good.
I got food poisoning from there. But no, I did. I'm sorry. I'm not saying not to eat there, but I'm just gonna let you know that I did get food poisoning from there.
So there's two main spots on campus: Pub Web and Maxie's.
What is that other one? The Pace and Blossom.
Pace and Blossom.
You might see some damn near some high schoolers in there. That's why I don't go there anymore. But freshmen,
that's a spot for
you can go. Yeah, you go in there.
Yeah, go in. Yeah. Freshman year, you'll meet a bunch of people from all different schools. It gives EDM, pop music. Yeah, they also have food at Pace. That's a plus to that place. You can get some dumplings, some fries.
Right. Between shots, I guess.
Maxie's, as a freshman, don't do that to yourself. That will go one of two ways. You either get denied and told to leave in front of everybody, or they will take your ID and snap it in front of you. So don't go to Maxie's unless you're 21. However, Pub Web, just head on the side.
No, Maxie's is our on-campus bar. Yeah, Maxie's it's on campus. You can go there and get pizza and slices, or it's turned into a sport bar at night. And they have theme nights, so people go on Thursdays, and you can do this stuff. So
watch The Bachelor.
Yeah. And so it's a fun time when you're actually 21.
Expect to have money with you when you go places. There will be entry fees $10, $20 at most places.
And also the last thing I'll say on this is Yamatsuki.
If you love sushi,
If you love sushi, 21 and up, there's a gay bar called Woody's, and I've been there. It's a fun time. There's
good music, I heard.
Good music. They have different rooms EDM, pop, hip hop.
I've heard of stories of people trying to go to Woody's when they weren't 21 and having their ID taken or broken. But the places that we're telling you, don't risk it. If we're saying don't risk it,
for the people who don't, Temple Bingo.
Yeah, no, I heard
Temple Bingo is fun. I'm people I wasn't a party or anything like that. But my first couple years, they have the best prizes. People are winning AirPods. People are winning MacBooks. Temple Bingo.
So the next topic.
I don't even know.
Take 4.
I'm sorry, y'all, if the angle keeps changing. The wind keeps messing up the framing.
But don't mind that.
So
the next thing we want to tell you guys about is apartments versus dorms, where to stay on campus. So we both stayed the same places on campus. For our freshman year, we stayed at Morgan Hall, and the past few years of our college career, we've stayed at Vantage Apartments. So we can't speak on as many of the other places, but we're going to give you the best info that we can. But my personal opinion is I really loved staying at Vantage, and I kind of wish I stayed at Vantage all 4 years. I only stayed in Morgan my freshman year because I was told that that's how a lot of my friends who had graduated from Temple or been upperclassmen, that's how they met their friends freshman year, was through Morgan just being very active. However, when I stayed, and I stayed after COVID, no one really left the rooms much, and I didn't feel like I really met people that way as much as I met people through clubs and classes. I really just love staying at Vantage. I also have parking here, so I'm able to drive to dance classes and things like that. There's so many things in here. Like, you have a gym, you have a study lounge, you have a TV in your room, you have like everything you need in your room. So and this is also closer to my classes, so I like Vantage better, and I think I would have stayed all 4 years, but it just depends like what you're looking for.
Definitely. Morgan and Vantage are definitely two of the premium options on campus in terms of how much it's going to cost.
They're like apartments.
They are apartments. And the Vantage apartments are technically off campus, so there is like a potential that you can have an old person with you, but it's like 90. It's 90% students. You'll be all right. But two very good places to live, but expensive. I think UV is a good option. If it's
University Village.
Yes. Oh, yes. University Village, apartment style. That brings me to another thing I wish I would have known before coming to Temple. There are a lot of like entrepreneurs, girlies who do nails, girlies who do hair, girlies who do waxing. Not that it's a secret.
A lot of people have their own side businesses or sweatshirt.
And like cheap
clothing.
Too. The thing is, it's a lot cheaper than you would get it at a professional place. So
I got essential oil from someone who was selling it.
Get in the group chats and get you a $10 wax and support small business.
And that's another good way to make money on campus, working out of your dorm by doing a skill like that, nails, hair. If there is something that you know how to do and you can make money from it, I would suggest doing it in college, because a lot of college students are looking for places on campus to get their nails done and hair and all of that. So if you're really close in the same dorm as them or apartment, like definitely start those businesses.
Yeah. Speaking of businesses, we're going to talk a little bit about our internships and like how to get internship opportunities, because we've gotten those opportunities.
Yeah, so with Temple, there's a lot of places in Philly to get internships, companies, or even other schools. So for my internship course at Temple, as a media studies and production major, you have to take an internship course to graduate. And the internship that I got, I applied on LinkedIn, Indeed, for any internships that I saw. I saw a posting about a social media content and recruiting intern for the University of Pennsylvania for their tennis team and their gymnastics team. And I just applied to both of them, along with a lot of other internships. For that, I had to show all the social media experience I've had, like links to social media I've done before, a resume, cover letter, things like that. And then I did a phone interview and I got the internship, but I had to wait until I was of junior standing to take the internship course. So I applied for that over my sophomore year, but I just pushed it until my junior year, and they were okay with that. So that was really cool. And I was able to meet students on another campus, get involved on another college campus, and it was really great to add to my resume as experience that I got in college. And Kenny's going to share her.
Definitely. So I got my internship. If I'm media studies and production, I'm in the Klein College of Media and Communications. And so they have something called Klein Connect. And I am on there. That is really one of the best resources to get internships. And they have it for each school, I'm pretty sure. Something, career center. I am a social media intern for Temple Diversity. So I would just say, make sure you're utilizing all your resources that your school has to offer you career-wise.
Speaking on resources that your school has to offer you, get involved at clubs. That would probably be my best advice. Me and Kennedy were both in We Need to Talk this past year. She worked as floor manager and I was an on-camera host. And it was super fun. We met a lot of really talented peers and really creative people, and we got to try out different roles that we wanted more experience in. Also, my freshman year, I joined a couple dance clubs, but I wasn't able to keep up with them because I had stuff outside of school. But I definitely think that clubs are a great way to meet people and get involved in campus. And now I have a bunch of footage for a reel if I want to make it in the future, because I used my time in college to gain experience. And yeah, I just think it's definitely take advantage of that. I think the more that you get out of your dorm, the more people you'll meet and the more fun you'll have.
And that is true. Yes, we have fun. We talk about parties, we talk about boys. Me and I really get our work done as well. We're really in clubs. Do not waste your time in college. Your college years set you up for success in your future. The decisions you make now truly matter. So all the fun and parties and games and stuff, yes, we do that, but we are focused on our work. With clubs, you can't just go to one meeting. I would say be consistent. Go to a couple meetings, start building relationships, and try to put yourself out there within the club. So don't just go to one meeting and give up on it. If you like it, try to go to a couple meetings and be proactive and seek out. There's opportunities to find out, but if you want something, you have to be proactive and go search for it, because no one's really holding your hand in college.
Definitely. And there's places that if you're like having trouble of where to look for clubs, I know in the Klein College of Media Communication, the school called Annenberg, downstairs there's an entire bulletin with every media club in Klein, and I'm sure that the other schools have something similar. And also just through Instagram and Temple's website, you can find a bunch of clubs. There's so many that you'll find something that's going to pique your interest, something that you can be involved in. Even if it's not directly related to your major, it might just be a fun way to meet friends, like the bowling club or something like that.
You mean bowling club? No, okay. So at Temple Fest is where all the clubs meet, so don't miss those opportunities. We were riding down and they were trying to get you in bowling club.
Yeah, they were trying to get me to
You see these nails? We're not doing. No, I love bowlers. Bowling club. Don't get mad. But that's the tea on Temple clubs. Okay, join them. I will say that some of the clubs like aren't consistent, so that's not your fault.
Sometimes it's not your fault.
Sometimes they're bad at communication, but hey, flying clubs are great. ESA. Hey, shout out Entrepreneur Student Association. If you're into entrepreneurship, join in. And going along with the club thing, I feel like you should be talking to your classmates. When I see my classmates walk down the street, I do say hi. I try to keep those connections.
I feel like talking to people and saying hi, and it creates a sense of community at school for you, because you're recognizing faces, you're knowing people from class or from clubs. Talking to professors is really helpful, especially if you do have a lot of extracurriculars, because things might conflict with class and you might have to miss class, or you might need to leave early for a club meeting or filming or something like that. And the closer that you are with your professors and the more that you communicate with them, the more they will understand your schedule and conflicts and be more willing to work with you. I know working for the 76ers while being a student, like I've had a lot of conflicts or had to leave early for games or rehearsals, and thankfully my teachers were understanding because I did communicate with them and they allowed me to still, take class, and I still had to complete the work, but they were more willing to work with me rather than just telling me they couldn't help or anything like that. We were both offered a position. She was the year before me to assist in planning the MSP awards with a professor, and because we had spoken up in class and worked hard in class, like presented good work, we were thought of for this and eventually chosen, and it was a really cool experience. So I just think it goes to show, like, the professors that you talk to, it could open up opportunities for you. And with classmates, you might meet a classmate you think's really great, and then they take you to a club meeting that you've never thought of joining, and now you have a great time.
Me and I met in class.
Yes,
we
did.
Know how we started talking, but man, if one person didn't like break the ice, we would have never been friends. Okay.
Shout out voiceover class.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's just to say, take that leap, be the weird one, reach out.
I know a lot of people, like, before coming to campus will talk on Facebook or Instagram chats, or once you get into college, people will start connecting on LinkedIn. Like, so if you know someone's face from somewhere, I do not think it's weird to say hi at all. I know, like, people have said to me, like, that they know me from a dance video or things like that, and I really appreciate it. And like I said, it just creates a sense of community. Rather, like, if you know someone, don't be weird and act like you don't know them. Just go say hi. Yeah, don't be Hollywood.
So I want to talk about our stats, about how we got into the Temple University. So for me, graduating in 2021, it was test optional. So I didn't have to turn in my ACTs, my SATs, nothing. I submitted with a 3.2 GPA. I was in some leadership positions at school. I was in like a link for leadership position and yada, yada, yada. So I had a pretty good essay.
For me, I also didn't take the SATs or PSATs or submit any test scores. Temple is a test optional school, and that's something I love, because as media majors, we're project-based people, not test-based people. I never planned on going to college, so I didn't really have all my ducks in a row and everything like lined up. I had a lot of extracurriculars. I was on varsity cheer in school. I was a part of the peer mediation team, so I welcomed new students to the building, gave tours. I also danced outside of school, and I did a lot of different things like that. And with the essay as well, Temple really takes your personal essays seriously, and dance has been like my lead through life, and I connected that to just my personality and how dance has shaped me to be who I am and how I can contribute that to Temple. And that's what my essay was about. And with GPAs, my weighted was a 4.2, so I'm not sure how that really translates to my unweighted, but I was a typical like A and B student. I think if you're a hard worker, you have a lot of extracurriculars, and you can write well and talk about yourself well, I think you'll be fine.
For people who don't know what to do, they're undecided, they really don't know, it's okay. You're going to be fine because you don't have to declare a major until your sophomore year. You have time. I came in as an entrepreneurship major, and it was once you're at this school, it was very simple to switch to what I really wanted to do. Yeah, and so those classes didn't go to waste. You have 3 electives here, so those all went to those still count. I didn't take those for nothing.
Right.
So don't feel worried. Come in undecided. You switch your major. You never switch your major.
I didn't switch my major once I got to campus, but I applied originally as an early childhood education major, and then I watched a YouTube video where a student talked about his major as media studies and production and how he took a personal branding class, and that's how I found out about MSP, and then I switched my major. And that's actually part of the reason we're making this video, because we watched a lot of videos coming into college and we want to do that same thing for incoming students.
You want to talk about the boys here?
The boys at Temple, you just got to be aware. This school has the highest STD rate, so know what you're walking into. Don't just trust someone who says they're clean. Ask for the test results. Ask to see them. Get checked. There's a health center right on campus. They'll give you free condoms. I think they passed out flavored ones at some Temple.
Flavor?
Yes. Go get tested. Having a great sex life. Great. But stay safe. Stay safe.
All right, so we your mama asking about it, your daddy, your cousins, your friends, the safety. What is the safety at Temple? This is the truth. We're in North Philly. It's the ghetto. The campus itself is very nice.
Yeah.
The campus is very beautiful. It's I feel like a lot of people told me, oh, well, if you stay on campus and you use common sense, then you'll be all right. And that's true, but it's we all know someone who's been robbed or has an experience here.
One of my friends had a gunshot through her window. She lived off campus. So I think that's also a reason why I've chosen to stay at Vantage. I'm sure you too. It's safety reasons rather than staying somewhere off campus. Staying closer to on campus, I feel just is safer.
Yeah.
But something that's cool is on Ubers, and something I've started doing is you can share the ride with people. So I share it with my mom so she can see where I'm going, or if I'm going to meet Kennedy or meet a friend, I can share it with them and they can watch my drive, which makes me feel a lot safer. And I just always suggest walking with friends, walking in a group, or walking just at least with one other person. Don't go anywhere alone, especially off campus.
I'm here to be honest with you. It's definitely a downside. I feel if you live and you're paying in-state tuition, you'll be fine. I feel it's worth it. Definitely come to Temple. As someone who's from out of state, I love Temple, but the out of state fees and to not feel 100% safe, I gotta be honest with you, it's not always worth it. But I'll leave you with this. I'm glad I came to Temple, and I wouldn't choose another school.
Yeah.
But safety, that brings it down a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm very glad I came to Temple. The opportunities, the friends I've made, I wouldn't have went anywhere else. I don't think a school would have fit me as well as Temple anywhere else. Especially MSP is not a popular major, and the fact that Temple has that, that's been really cool for my career.
MSP, the program here is very, very one of the best programs, genuinely. And you're close to UPenn. People forget about that. You're really close to UPenn, and there's a lot of opportunities and places you can go. You can go to UPenn sometimes and kind of leech off their resources a little bit and opportunities.
It's true. There's a lot of campus events that are open to the public, so mix and mingle with students from other schools. But yeah, back to the safety, I think that is a difference. I even feel at UPenn and Drexel, their campuses are even more safe than Temple's campus. I think that is the downfall. That's what turns a lot of people away from here. But I personally never felt unsafe on campus. However, I do think it does limit you as far as once it's dark out or once it's 8 p.m. I'm not leaving my apartment. I'm not leaving campus. I'm not walking anywhere alone. And I think that kind of kills the nature of things in college, just because some people like to be out late and go places. But I just think you just have to be more alert here. This is our outro. I hope we covered everything we wanted to cover, everything that you wanted to hear about. But if you have any questions, DM us at Mia LePage on Instagram.
At A Minutes Kin.
Period. DM us if you have questions, or comment any questions below and we'll make a part 2 video. But we tried to cover everything that we felt like we wish we knew coming into Temple's campus, or something that we feel like is important to know before coming here. And we hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, Temple's a great school, and I know you will enjoy it. Full of opportunities.
Yes, if you're a Temple student, Temple alum,
owls are everywhere.
Yes,
truly.
owls are
That's something I didn't realize, especially coming from Minnesota. But when people know about Temple, it's a well-known school. Owls are everywhere. Owls are in fly in high places. So, yeah.
Go Owls.
Go Owls. Shout out.